So you don't need to have co-founders. I would say this, you don't. You can decide that, you want to be the only founder, right? Which is also fine. However, you must be able to have a strong executive team around you. Because again, right, look, there has to be a belief that outside of you, the founder, again, God forbid anything happens to you, you decide you're not doing this anymore. Again, whatever happens in life, as lives, there's a strong executive team that you've been able to empower and build up that can be able to do the heavy lifting. So it's not just always you that investors are seeing and partners are seeing. So again, yes, you can be the only founder, but again, it's so important that if you then do that, you incentivize and you also empower a strong executive team. So your CFO, your COO, different people like that, your chief growth officers, different people. So it's essential that you then do that. However, on the other end, and you could also argue that these people do that as well, that having co-founders, especially in the beginning, before you get to that stage where you built up that strong sort of stellar team with their strong backgrounds, or before maybe you even get the capital, is that it can be a very lonely process. There are so many trials and tribulations that we've gone through as Helium that I'm so grateful I've had co-founders to be able to go and cry to when it feels like everything is over. I don't think that anybody can take that, away from it. I mean, again, I'm coming with another weird analogy, right? But, imagine if Nigeria is mommy and daddy and, mommy and daddy are fighting and you're an only child, right? It's lonely. Who do you go and complain to? Who do you go and talk to? It's between you and your God, literally. But again, what if your neighbor isn't receptive, right? That's the other. It's different having somebody actually in it with you that literally experiences everything day to day, that even some things are just unsaid, right? And it goes without saying. So again, I would also say, look, in the beginning you may find it a lot more difficult. However, though, you don't have to, and you can always establish a stellar team afterwards.
Okay, are you going to throw a number? I mean, for people that want co-founders, any ideal number?
There's no ideal number. I mean, I would say don't gather people for the sake of gathering people, right? don't be like, my guy has to be my co-founder now. It's my guy, I've known him since primary one. Don't do that. Everybody must have a place for certain things, right? So there's no ideal number, but I mean, obviously, obviously this goes without saying if you're thinking like this, right? But the more you have, the less you then get, right? Because you have to split more. But again, if that doesn't matter to you and you just rather want to have a battalion and a 10 person team, fantastic. But I don't think there's an ideal number.
Hey, thank you so much. Whoever asked that question, I hope you've got your answer. There's no ideal number. Don't gather everybody. Just keep it lean. And what I hear you say is, you're grateful you're able to work with co-founders, but you also realize that, hey, you can be a solo founder and have a great team that will back you up. Ultimately, it's about having that support network, either co-founders or employees.